as well.
Took and again, I don't want to go too far, but it's interesting. Islamic finance that fueled the golden age of Islam created most of the models that we understand in economics, but had ethical elements, halal and haram, on top of it. And it had a concept of free trade, free money, and furthered what later was called economics, but it was more sociological. It factored in the equation of ethics, people, and morality. And so it was more of a philosophical. Economics was more philosophical under the golden age of Islam.
I mean, yeah, because what I was taught when I was a Muslim was, money was meant to flow. It wasn't meant to be hoarded. And there was a tax against hoarding. That's the zakat. That was to dissuade people from just having money. Because if you hoard money and take it out of this monetary system, the circulation, that impoverishes everybody. And you need to keep money moving within the system, and there's no usury, you don't charge interest for it. And what you do is you lend money, but you lend it so that it's something productive comes out of it, and from the production, that's how you invest in that when you lend money, so that you get something back.
Correct, and it's built upon wealth, savings, and equity, i.e. joint ownership and joint responsibility is not usury. Usury is not factored into the equation.
Exactly.
And so this built the golden age of Islam while Europe was in the dark ages. And then we had, the Wealth of Nations, which was Adam Smith, that took much of that sociological, economic
philosophy,
even like, philosophy. And even things like, Sufi mystics and Ibn Arabi that created all these cyclical economic models based upon, theological understanding and the Quran and various other things. That was all repackaged. They took out the usury side, they took out the hard money side, and they said free trade with no ethics. And that basically built the system that we have today. So you then funded all the different universities and all the different systems.